Maino saying he won't show up. You kind of understand his stance based on, because I look at you, right?
Maino was with my brother in Kaksaki in the 90s, running around like chickens with their head cut off, shit up.
Yeah.
Me and Maino ain't just me.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special episode. I got my brother here, M. Rack. What's going on, Rack? We got Flat in the building. What's up? What's going on, y'all?
Salute, Rick.
Salute, fellas.
Listen, man, for those who are unaware, this is our first time actually coming together doing content. You know, usually Rack be on the sports shit with Flats. We be on the hip-hop shit. So this is kind of like, you know, cross-promoting, so to speak. You know, it's all within the family. So salute to the fellas. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Salute.
But let's get right into it, man. Apparently, Max is making his round of interviews, and recently he was asked his thoughts about the backlash that Dave East and others were receiving for showing up to that Max B welcome home celebration. Again, it was a dinner party. Of course, Maino made a big thing about it, you know, putting Jim on the spot, asking him, you know, his thoughts on piecing it up with Max. We seen how that played out. It became this ongoing, you know, conversation on, you know, how long before Jim started picking sides with people on the podcast for just simply supporting, you know, Max and him coming home. So what was your thoughts on all that initially when you was hearing this, you know, conversation about Jim picking sides, seeing anybody's side with Max now that he's home? What was your thoughts on that initially, right?
My thoughts was it kind of looked, you know, all right, let me rewind. My bad.
You good.
I edited that part out. My thoughts on it was it almost felt like here we go with this 50 Cent selective politics. You know what I'm saying? With who somebody can rock with and who they can't. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't fair to Dave East, because Dave East is definitely from a younger generation, and he grew up on Max, you know what I'm saying, and got records with Max, you know, on his first projects and stuff like that. So he got his own relationship with Max outside of Jim Jones. Right. So I thought Dave East definitely took a stance, stood on business, and he let him know, I'm not picking a side. And when he said that, I said, wow, that's G'd up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm land my plane.
Yeah, I mean, even with this recent interview, you know, we now getting to hear for the first time Max B actually speak on it. You know what I mean? I think in that Cam and Mace interview, you know, that was done for a certain reason, but they didn't want to go straight for the gusto, as you would say. So now we get to actually hear Max give his thoughts on the backlash that Dave East was receiving. So let's get into this clip over at the Danza Project. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. They were able to get another interview with Max B in person this time. So let's get to it, y'all.
Let's get it.
With how my music impact them on that level, it's humbling, bro. It's a blessing. That's some gift from God. He don't get that to everybody. So, but that's a good feel to have people say that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's a gift. Yo, you saved my life. Some shit. We saving lives.
You don't say that to just nobody.
Nobody give a.
Right. Your music translates. It went from your generation to moving on, and it's still translating. People are understanding. That's why I keep saying, and most of the internet keeps saying, one of the greatest comebacks they ever seen. This a crazy comeback. Mm-hmm. You're outside every single day. Not just, I wouldn't say outside of it, you're working every single day, and people see that shit, right? And they appreciate that shit. To the new generation,
I love that.
One of the people we seen pop up at your events, not on no controversial shit, was Dave East. That's one of them young boys in New York that started, you know what I mean? Because we're used to seeing the Max, the Nas, the J's, the 50s. Dave East is one of them new cats that are holding it down. And he, contrary to everything he got going on, We still came there, showed love. What does that mean to you to know that they're paying homage to you?
That's love, bro. And shout to East, right? That's bro, right? Bro was taking heat. This is what I'm saying. The world's so up. Do we even know what my music there for, bro? If I wasn't out, bro probably wouldn't be giving y'all what he giving y'all. So why would he take heat? Cause he showed up to my event. Why would you not even show up to the event? I'm not giving you nothing but positive energy. You getting family. You see love. You see me. Like, what you going for? What you think you going for? I'm not going nothing. I'm not going for nothing but positivity. Dave East is bruh. I grew up off my shit. I left 18 years ago. When I left, he was 12, 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
You feel
You
me?
knew him prior?
Wild to think about.
I didn't know East.
Yeah.
I didn't know no motherfucking body. These niggas was 12, 13 when I left. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Who you was listening to when you was 12, 13? I'm talking about your artists, the niggas that was like, yeah, this my shit.
Yeah, for me, it was like the Jade and Nas, you know what I mean?
So imagine growing up years later, 20 years later, and you get to intertwine with them on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
All you're going to be doing trying to show them how much they shit impacted your life. Look what you did for me, bro. I'm getting money. Look, big homie.
Homage.
It's love. So for a like him to take heat, cause he want to come pull up on his brother, some dick sucking shit. But we gonna keep it there. Just call it what it is. We call it a spade.
But do you slightly because you're a faithful, like you're a loyal person, a faithful person. Like when you somebody, you know what I mean? I know for a fact.
With his whole podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maino, my man. Fab, my man. East, my man. Jim was my at one point. What the you talking?
Yeah.
These all niggas. My nigga.
But Maino's saying he won't show up. You kind of understand his stance based on, because I look at you, right?
Maino was with my brother in Kaksaki in the 90s, running around like chickens with their head cut off and shit up.
Yeah.
Me and Maino ain't just meat. Maino don't even need to explain to nobody why he with me. It is what it is. I'm a quality. You either in it or you ain't. Who gives a f?
Yeah.
If you don't f me, that's on you. Who I care? Money, bitches, wife, who gives a f? I'm good. I'm straight. I'm not catering to no out here, and I'm not chasing no that don't want to be caught. This is the Max B show.
Come on.
Welcome to the Max B show.
I mean, let's talk about it, y'all. What's up, Flat? You still here with us, King?
Yes, sir. I'm here, man. I definitely want to give my assessment on that. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to say it's a pleasure to be up here with y'all two kings, you know what I'm saying? And
Salute.
then,
Appreciate it.
yes, sir. And then I want to say, like, a lot of people, they might not know the impact that Max B did have, back in them earlier 2000s. And I'm saying, me personally, I never was a real serious Max B fan. Know what I'm saying, but my man, who's my age, see, I'm close to Dave East age. Know what I'm saying, so we around the same age. So I know the impact that Max B had. And me being from Brooklyn, Dave East from Harlem. Know what I'm saying, so he even closer to the Max B wave. And I'm saying, I was there when the Max B wave hit, and it even hit Brooklyn hard. Brooklyn a hard. Know what I'm saying, it's a hard crowd in Brooklyn. Know what I'm saying, like,
Facts.
Brooklyn ain't rocking with just anything. Know what I'm saying, but that Max B wave definitely hit Brooklyn crazy. So I understand what Max B saying when he like, yo, Dave East was basically raised off his music, and it had an impact on him and where he at now. So it's only right for him to come to his coming home joint and salute him. Know what I'm saying? And who would anybody be to judge Dave East for doing that if Max B had that kind of impact on him? Know what I'm saying? So I feel that. I feel what Max B is saying, man. Know what I'm saying? Like I definitely feel what he's saying.
No doubt.
I was
Rip,
gonna
what's your
say
thoughts?
flat. Well, no, hold on. I was gonna say flat. Now, what are your thoughts on just being loyal? Right, coming from Brooklyn, you understand the politics. I mean, is I guess Jim wrong? For wanting people to take a stand with him, or do you
Yeah.
stay out of that? Coming from the
I,
streets.
I mean, when you from the streets, is more was in. See, a lot of guys they forget about the part where there's morals and principles behind this coming from the street. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
people just want to pick up the ignorant side of coming from the street. But what about the morals and principles when back in the days guys be outside standing outside in front of the building, but then they'll hold the door for the older ladies going inside. Know what I'm saying? They'll
Right.
protect the younger people in the community, things like that, right?
Fact.
So it's morals and principles included too. So I feel like morally, a guy like Jim Jones, being from the hood or from the streets or whatever, he shouldn't want Dave East to jump into his beef or his dislike with somebody when they don't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because first of all, Max B didn't even come home spreading ignorance. I didn't hear him say a negative thing about Jim Jones yet, except for the joint when they was like Funk Flex played the song and
Yeah,
he
on
rapped along.
stage.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, I didn't hear him say a negative word about even down to this interview. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear him say a negative word about Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like for Jim Jones to feel like loyalty is, the definition of loyalty is for you to go against him. Know what I mean? Because I got a dislike for him. I think that would be wrong. There's no morals in that. Know what I mean? I feel like morally it should be like, all right, well, this right here is not it's not an issue right now where me and him is even going at each other's throats. So you know what? On some real shit, like you should go to that. You know what I'm saying? Like you should show up to that if that's your man's and that's your, know what I mean? Because I'm putting myself in Jim Jones' shoes. I'm like, yo, you should go to that if that's your man's and that's what you was raised on. Go salute that man. Go show that man love. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything, I would want you to go there as representation of our show to show them that is no beef. Know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. You hit it right on the nail, Ken. You couldn't have
Yes,
said it
sir.
any better. In this situation, we get it. When we look at those receipts of the shit that was said in the midst of the beef with Max and Jim, it got personal. It got out of hand. But like you said, that ain't got nothing to do with these men today.
Right.
You know what I mean? And right now, what I was telling Rec, we spoke about it before.
Mm-hmm.
All of this is bigger than just Jim and Max. We talking Cam and Jim. It's so many layers into all of this where this moment could have been used to unite not just
Facts.
Harlem but New York
That's a
and
fact.
bring honor. You know what I'm
That's a
saying, to
fact.
the mecca of hip hop. But no,
Mm-hmm.
everybody
Right.
want to play politics, right? Because everybody got to be a boss, right? The looks, the optics. But when you got a room full of bosses, that's when you start to see the bitch come out next.
Mm.
That's when you really know who really that. You know what I mean? And the way you see the optics look, everybody got to fall in line under the big homie. And that shit is what's killing things right now. You know what I mean? But, yo, salute to
That's
you
a
and your assessment. What's up, Rack?
Man, I see it the same way y'all see it, but also now getting back to the content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we know Max is on his positive stance, coming home from doing like damn near 17, right? And we know the history is the history, but in his response, it kind of was real passive, but semi-aggressive if you caught the nuances. You know what I'm saying? When he asked him about, what's your thoughts on Dave East showing up to your dinner party in Maino, and Jim Jones kind of making it like a thing of loyalty. He was like, that's some dick sucking shit. So shit like that, that's gonna trigger Jim Jones.
But
'Cause
think,
we know,
in all fairness, Jim never went on the record and told people not to go over that. He never said that. That was Maino trying to be messy, trying to get a viral moment, right? Because it started when he asked Jim, on his thoughts on Mac's release. He didn't get the answer he thought he was going to get. Then the following episode, he comes in with listen, I can't be seen at Max B dinner. It was just random. It's like, yeah, you the one that keep pressing the issue, Maino specifically. So when Max say, y'all on some dick sucking shit, meaning y'all clout chasing, choosing sides, instead of being a G in the moment, like Flat said, niggas not young no more. Come on.
Facts. But how you think, and I'm asking both of y'all, how y'all think Maino and Jim Jones gonna take that comment when Max said y'all on some dick sucking shit? You know what I mean? Pause.
I was gonna say this, right? Because that's crazy that y'all brought that up, right? Because I see a lot of and I don't know if nobody else see this. And I rock with Maino. I've been around Maino a million times. Now I mean I think Maino a solid dude, but I do see a lot of similarities between Maino and 50. You know what I'm saying? Like the cerebral. Now I mean the way they do certain things. I don't know if it's a know what I'm saying? If it what signs they are and all that. Know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what it is that taught them that make them like that. But like they got a lot of similarities. I'm starting to realize it because Maino is the antagonist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm watching it. I'm watching it in real time. Know what I mean? Like I said, I rock with Maino. Been around him a million times. You know what I'm saying? Solid dude, but I just see how when he wants to attack an issue, know what I'm saying? He's gonna it's like how 50 do it. And I'm saying he's gonna be cerebral about it, but he's definitely gonna attack it. He's not gonna let it slide. Now I'm saying he's not gonna take the bigger man role. Now I'm saying he's not gonna do that. Now I'm saying so my thing is do that make a clash between him and a guy like Jim Jones maybe in the future or something? Because I also feel like Jim Jones more so feel like he like a big homie to the rest of them. I don't know why I get that feel. Know what I'm saying? But I feel like he kind of play a role of a big homie to the rest of them that's on that show. Know what I mean? Maybe it's just me overanalyzing, but I be paying attention to certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel what Max B is saying, like it is some D Rod, you know what I'm saying? Like respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kinda shaky a little bit, but that's just my opinion.
I mean, everybody's playing politics. And I will say, it's like sometimes everybody wants to take the high ground. And then out of nowhere, here they go on some bullshit. And I feel like it's always like that at moments. You can see it in Cam, you can see it in Fifth. They gladly take up the opportunity to be on some troll shit, just to be clowning around. Grown ass men. But
Great.
it is what it is. We can all be childish at times, even ourselves. We laughing about some of the shit we see on this internet. You know what I mean? But like I said, is it gonna cause a rift between Maino and Jim? I don't know. I mean, didn't they have issues once upon a time?
Facts.
They cleared that up quick. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just feel like they just wasting precious time right now, because in another 5 to 10 years, these kids ain't gonna give a damn about that generation on that era. You get what I mean? They like, who the hell is Max B? They saying that now. Who? Max B, Jim Jones. You got people, these kids, they didn't grow up during that time. So
That's a fact.
the assumption that it's gonna be lit 5, 10 years from now, hell no. That's why everybody doing podcasting now.
Right.
Music not selling. Come on.
Now I was gonna say, right, Rec, for you and Rip, right? That's why it's so important the role that y'all play, right? Because look, I'm just kind of stepping in this space as far as YouTube and all that. I've been doing I stick with the sports and the boxing, but this is my I'm part of this culture, being a guy from the hood, and the things I was into growing up. Know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But on in the reality of it all, right? We got to understand how important the roles are that y'all play, because guys that report the what's going on in hip hop and the media and all that, y'all can't die out. Know what I'm saying? Like as rappers, a lot of artists sometimes they die out. Know what I'm saying? Oh, they get out of style and all that. That been going on since Biggie did Kwame with the polka dots. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Right.
it's like when you played out, you played out. It happens sometimes as an artist, but media don't get played out. So that's why I do see a lot of artists crossing over doing what y'all been doing. Know what I'm saying?
Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right now and check out the homie Hotep's latest video, The Way It Be. All right, he's one of the hottest rappers coming out of the city of Baltimore right now. So hit the link in the description and let him know that Rip sent you. All right, y'all. Peace.
You ever had them days that be up and down when you look up, it ain't nobody around? Remember days we was broke, ain't have a dime, having motion, I can tell you about them now. Whoa. When you patient, only thing you chase is time. You can't get it back, we'll put it in rewind. That's the reason why I meditate. The same reason I can fly 7 grams as I poured up like 3 lines. That's the way that it be.
Listen, y'all, public service announcement. This Thanksgiving 2025, MREC and myself will be releasing a comedy stand-up special titled MREC and Rip Presents Mark Prince, Go Stand in the Corner. All right, now for those who are unfamiliar with comedian Mark Prince, he is one of the original members of the Knockout Kings of Comedy brand, a brand that was created by comedian Reggie Curl, rest in peace, as well as comedian Scruncho. Okay, now I'm about to bless y'all with a preview of this comedy stand-up special, and if you like what you see, make sure to hit the link in the description so y'all can set your reminder for Thanksgiving Day. All right, so y'all can check out this exclusive premiere of this comedy stand-up special titled MREC and Rip Presents Mark Prince, Go Stand in the Corner. All right, with that being said, check out this preview. Let me know what you think, and I'll see y'all on Thanksgiving Day. All right, y'all. Peace.
Hey, you say you're looking for a boat? I got like a 70-foot 2 yacht in here. Just come on in here and look. Just come in here. Hold on, let me turn the light off. Hey, look at that! It even got a secret trap door. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't mind these signs right here. Don't even look at that. We can take that off when you come in for $5,000 down. How can I do prices so cheap? Because sometimes I steal shit, but don't worry about that. I sailed in here from Compton this afternoon. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I got on it, I sailed it here, everything was great. The wind, see the sails, they still work. Don't worry about that. The windows, don't even look at that. All you need is a steering wheel. Somebody took the steering wheel. Don't even look at that. It's got 1 engine. Don't worry about that. Or if you want to sail back and forth to like Mexico, don't worry about that. $5 right now. It'll start up and everything. So come down here and call us and we'll make you a deal. Call me, I'm waiting. Don't even look at that.
MREC TV.
I ain't telling Max about Jim. I ain't telling Jim about Max. I don't know nothing. I'm not claiming territory. Like I said, I'm just an open store. If your op comes into Walmart, you're going to stop going to Walmart because your op shop's there too? No.
On the publishing side, is Max B free and clear of Jim Jones?
MREC TV.